It's time for the 5 best players to use in the Inazuma 11 3 story. Let's do this, TXM style. What's up everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we're teaming up with ShadowAK yet again to talk about the 5 best players you can scout in your Inazuma 11 3 story. Obviously, Inazuma 11 3 is a bit more complicated because, quite frankly, the team you get is very, very good. So we're mostly going to be trying to fill out the spots that team doesn't quite cover. Your keepers in Inazuma 11 3 are really good, and so are your forwards. But the defenders and midfielders, maybe there's a bit of fine-tuning you can do there. So we're going to be taking a look particularly at those spots. And again, make sure you go and subscribe and show a lot of love to ShadowAK. And let's start the video. At number 5, we have Fenella Waftgood, Monarch Rome, Alata Mighty, Olivia Baker, Griff Strummer, and Amy Peach. Now, this may seem like a lot of players, but they all have really good movesets to take the main story head on. But the disadvantage with them is that they don't learn more than one good move until the level 30s. And I know from experience, you can finish Inazuma 11 3 in the level 30s. So while they're easy to recruit and have some decent support early in the game and are really good late in the game, that midsection where they only really have one decent move, but they are all easily available DLC characters via the connection map in Chapter 3. So still worth getting, but not fantastic, hence why number 5. At number 4, we have 3 more players. Dirham Edery, nailed it, Joe Jaws Doors, which is one of my favourite names I've ever heard in my entire life, and Paekyeong Park. Again, probably messed that up, but we'll ignore that. Starting with Durim, he is a story-required scout that joins you in Chapter 3, and has a variety of really good defensive and offensive support with Bewilder Blast and Desert Blast. Nice blasts, my guy. His TP does suck, but I mean that's just more of a problem with Inazuma 11 3 than with him, so for his defensive and offensive options, he's definitely still worth it. Joe Jaws Doors and Paekyeong Park have access to Water/Flame Veil, which are 2 really good dribbling moves. And unlike Torch and Gazelle, they actually have the TP to use them more than once. I know it's a mind-blowing thing. It's genuinely mind-blowing, but they pull it off. It's insane, but I don't know how they do it, but they do it, and whoa. They also have pretty cheap blocking moves to go alongside their expensive dribble moves. My arm just slipped off the desk. And while they are better than Durim, they only join you at level 5 after beating Big Wave/Fire Dragon in the competition route at Chapter 5. So that's 2 chapters later than Durim, so it does kind of balance out in a beautiful, natural way that kind of sucks. Number 3, we have Aphrodite and Chucky Cardaway. Bet you didn't expect to see these 2 players put together. Obviously, Aphrodite's really good, and I don't feel like I need to go into why he's really good. God Knows and Chaos Break are really good, and he has a lot of TP. Chucky Cardaway, who you can get pretty easy as soon as you hit the Japanese camp, has big moves, sweet deal, and then gets Gale Dash a bit later on, which makes him a pretty powerhouse striker, especially with big moves, because it's a really good skill. His problem is his lack of TP combined with big moves mean you can only really use Sweet Deal once until you get him to a higher level. You only use it once without firing up. So he definitely has his disadvantages, but he's really good. And so the 2 of them together create a pretty good offensive powerhouse duo. You have Aphrodite, who has lots of TP, and Chucky Cardaway, who doesn't, but definitely both worth using. At number 2, we're doing a cheeky bit of reverse positioning with Sahara Kalahari, who is a goalkeeper but has access to 2 just right dribbles and blocks, Bewildered and Desert Blast, and is pretty easily accessible from Chapter 3 onwards. She is good for the story. She is genuinely just good for the story. She also gets the decently powerful Storm Rider at level 24, making her just a generally good midfielder. And another number 2 is Ken Crackram, who is stronger than Sahara, but is not available till Chapter 5, so it balances in the order of the universe. But he does get Whale Guard, and he has good TP, so mwah. And number 1, the best player to use in Inazuma 11 3 story. It's Belial Khalil. I think I nailed that. Who, as soon as you recruit him in Chapter 5, he has a full move set with all moves in all positions and an extremely good support skill. Mirage Shot, Bewilder Blast, Desert Blast, and Defense Force, which gives you 5% blocking power for the whole team, and his TP is good enough to use these moves to their fullest. He's pretty darn good, I'll be honest. He's pretty darn good. So make sure you scout Bilal Khalil and really use him in your Inazuma 11 3 teams. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. We do Inazuma 11 daily here on the channel. So make sure you click that subscribe button down below. And thank you again to ShadowAK for the help with today's video, for providing all this information for me to give to you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.